G'day folks, this is the Tank 500. It comes in two models. As you can see, it's quite a large car. This one is the Ultra, so there's a few extras for your money. And we decided to go with this one. So we'll just do a little walk around with the camera so you can have a look. The tyre size is a 265 and it automatically just side rail opens up when you open the door or when you've got the proximity key, which this is it, the Tank 500. The colour is marble white, and at the moment we've got it set up for 5 seats. It is a 7-seater, so just to show you what it's like, there's lots of storage, as you can see here. All my cleaning gear and umbrellas and stuff. And lots of storage space everywhere in this particular car. We'll go through that a little bit later. We've got the fuel. Now the fuel on this one is only 91 RON. So the lowest grade of fuel is quite acceptable. The tyres are 265, I think, on this model. They're a road tyre, and just so you understand, we've done 11,000 kilometres in this vehicle, and that's why I decided that we'd do a review, because we've come to know the car, but there's still a lot more to learn. Even the things like the seats. It's Napa leather, it's just beautiful. It's almost like a limousine. The seats are you can rise them up, lower them, forward, back. I think there's 8 different functions of massage in this, which is incredible. And even the storage container, we can have it as cooling or heating. The air conditioning flows through. We'll have a look at that later. Big glove box. Wireless, and to close it you just push it up and it self-closes. You can see some lovely speakers here, so it's surround sound. It's excellent. I'm sure it would be fine in the city for all the radio stations, but the one negative that we have is that in far-flung country locations radio reception is poor. It's a 2-litre hybrid motor. It's a light hybrid. Now the company claims around 8.5 k's per 100 kilometres. We've actually found it for our needs, to be about 10 litres per 100. The tank size is 80 litres, and it's claimed, well, what we find is that we can do 800 kilometres on a full tank, or in the old size, 500 miles or just a bit over 23 miles per gallon. Now where the tank symbol is, just here, we've got an around view monitor. So that comes on, and down here, this is an anti-collision type radar. And under here we have some hooks and combination lighting with indicators. That's just a little bit about the front of the vehicle. So obviously we have the spare wheel on the rear of the doorway. It has its advantages and it has its disadvantages, which we won't go into at the moment. But this little camera here, it does 3 things on this model. It's a 360 view camera. It helps with intelligent parking. The car will park itself. And it also does for reverse, it will come on to let you see where you're going. Under here, which you're not to stand on this one, obviously it would break, is the night light for the number plate. And here we have for foggy conditions, the fog lights at the rear. And above we've got this, this is a rear brake light. So we had the tow ball fitted from Great Wall Motors. We had 2 Anderson plugs, and a bit further under we've got our round 7-pin plug. So, and all this came in, the original price was 75,000, and that's what we actually paid, 75 with all the work. While the car is locked, this petrol cap is locked. When the car is in driving position or unlocked, all you do is just press that and it will spring open. Just the way they're designing to secure the petrol fuel systems these days.
Hello GWM. Turn off radio.
Just another little function if you want to check, for example, your vehicle with a so I'll just put the indicators on just to show. So there it goes to that side, and also the left shows the left. And just to show, I'll put the brakes on, so there you can see the brake lights. Just another little bit of technology, and then I'll just turn it off and it goes back to the main screen. We also have the driver monitor system just over here. So generally if I am driving and are distracted, it will let us know about that distraction. You can turn it off manually, or you can leave it on. So that's the driver monitor system just turned off. So with the Tank 500, it's a fairly quiet drive. At the moment we're on a very secluded country road, but the lane assist can be quite annoying. If I'm to go towards the edge, you'll hear this noise, that noise again. And this only happens on narrow roads. And I haven't worked out, or we haven't worked out, how to turn that off as of this stage. So the car should unlock as I get close to it. And the sign is obviously this side step. And just at the back, I'd just like to show us again. If for some unknown reason you're locked in the car and you just can't, there is a little hammer thing to break the glass, but there's also this little catch here. You pull that and everything gets unlocked. And also if you're doing shopping and it's a windy day, you've got a lock and an unlock. So at the moment it's on unlock. So just to lock it, you just go anti-clockwise, and I'll just try and close the door now. And that's it locked. Little mechanism. And even in the back, there's 2 seats which we've got folded down at the moment. They have air conditioning up there, speakers, and this is the electrical system to raise and lower these 2 rear seats. So it's quite flash really. Another function is for your car to start and operate normally. The driver needs to put and lock on his seat belt. So when I press the start button and the foot on the brake pad, steering wheel adjusts, seat adjusts to how I wanted it. So on a multimedia screen, I didn't know how to close the side mirrors and how to fold them up, but this is how we do it. So and then they fold up. So I'll just unfold it, just put the camera over there, we'll see it happen. And that's just unfolding. And the other thing is that with the side step, when you approach the car, it opens, and when you get in, it closes. If for some reason it doesn't close and you go more than 5 kilometers an hour, it will self-close. If you're doing four-wheel driving and there's some blockage between the vehicle and the side step, it won't close. It senses that blockage till that blockage is removed, or you move the car a metre out of the way. So there's a child lock, and it's only in the rear two seats, but once you drive more than 15 kilometres an hour, all the doors self-lock. There's all sorts of different positions, all sorts of different things. There's even the smart drive. So we've got the forward assist on at the moment. The brake will come on if another car brakes in front of us or whatever. There's cross traffic alert and all sorts of other things. And you can play with these and you can change them. So you've got the lane change assist. You can either have it on or off. The door opening warning, rear collision warning, and many other things. And if you're stationary and you want to have a look outside, or if you're parking the car, you can just use the switch to manually bring it into being. So we can see that we've got a car on that side. So it's really quite good. There's 4 cameras to my understanding on this vehicle. Now with the sunroof, so that's the roof open, which certainly allows the people in the back to also have that light, and then the roof opens. I think if you go more than 80 kilometers, then it self-closes. So it's just a little bit more about the Tank 500. There's much more that we haven't shared. You've got the holograms on the screen as you're driving, with vehicles on your left or vehicles on your right, and as well as the indicators on the side mirrors. So it's almost idiot proof. And the other thing is that with that door handle, for those that are short of stature, you can use that to climb into the vehicle. A friend of ours bought a new vehicle recently, a 4-wheel drive, from a big company which I won't mention, but it said that you're not allowed to use this grab handle to enter the vehicle. How ridiculous is that? Anyway, with the Tank, we don't have that problem like that great big Japanese manufacturer of their latest car. Well, that's it for the moment. So my better half just reminded me about the massage seats. I'll let her take over.
So there's some for the driver's seat and for the passenger seat. You just put it on here. There's different
8
versions and different strengths, and it turns off itself after 15 minutes.
So I call it the surfing model, the wave, and I prefer it on low, especially while I'm driving. But there's 7 others that you can choose from. So if we're driving somewhere and suddenly I want to see what's outside, on the steering wheel here, this button, I just press that and I get a quick view of what's happening on the rear and the sides of the car.
There is a map function on the screen, but we found it not to be as good as the Apple CarPlay, Google Maps. So we usually put the Apple CarPlay on and use the Google Maps.
So I've left the sunroof open, windows open, car is off, and I'm going to leave the car, and I'm going to press the lock button, and everything will self-lock. And if I was to walk a few meters away, it would self-lock as well. All closed. The seat behind the driver and the front passenger with their windows, we can have the privacy screens. Again, we've got this beautiful infinity sound system. Ample rooms for a few little bits and pieces. In the middle here, we've got the for drinks and all that sort of stuff. We've got 12 volt USB, we've got air conditioning controls, heating and cooling, and the seat can go forward, backwards, lumbar support, and there's also extra lighting and extra air conditioning up here. So it's a full, well, I'd say it's a full limousine package, no doubt. Just going to do a test here. We're in a caravan park, and we're just going to open the driver's side door. So you can see it there.
Please close the door.
And you get the audio to tell us to close the door, and the picture on the right side. So I'll close the door, and closed. So just a nighttime view of the car starting up. It makes that noise like a bullet going off when it goes into drive. So the caravans, this particular caravan's about 2 tonne, and that Tank 500 tows it no problems. In fact, it tows it better than our last Japanese car. How strange is that? So just as a final thought on the Great Wall Motor Tank 500, both of us are very happy with the vehicle. We would have preferred something that was a little bit better fuel efficiency, and we're just averaging 9.8 to 10.5 at the moment. And we just want to give an honest review, but we would recommend this car. Yeah, in respect to the comfort of the car, out of 10 stars, we give it a good 9, and we're happy with the driving ability of this particular motor vehicle. We will do a 4-wheel drive sometime in the near future. We might do that down at Esperance, but that's yet to come. So our recommendation is we're quite pleased with this vehicle.
If you would like to see more of our videos, particularly our travels over the 10,000 kilometres with the tank, please go to our channel. Enjoy.